Hi everyone, welcome to Kalia. This is Mia. I hope you're doing well. I hope you receive that, some light energy. Okay, this is just a bit of a follow-up on my recent video. We are within the full moon energy, depending on where you are. It's today or tomorrow, the 17th. Obviously, a full moon energy is always present a few days before and a few days after. The energy is turbulent, very intense, and very emotional. Okay, um, the focus is on emotions, your values in terms of home and relationships, and it's turbulent in the sense that there is something in it that is pushing you forward. And like I've talked about in my recent video, and on the other hand, we are clearing what does not align with our highest good, which I've talked a lot about in the video, in the recent video, and in what I write recently. You may have been through some big challenge recently, a disappointment, especially in terms of relationships or interactions. And obviously we are being asked, the full moon is always asking us to release what does not serve us. And so now when we are focusing on our emotions and our expectations in relationships and our values and everything that we relate to as home, obviously if there has been a disappointment, it is linked to that, and it brings us back to ourselves and to our values and to what we do not want anymore in our lives that doesn't serve us, right? You may have in your dreams some more clarification about how your recent challenges may have triggered older wounds that need to be cleared, released, and healed. And so at this time, on one hand, you're being pushed forward, but on the other hand, you are being pulled into that emotional state to be able to understand it, to be able, once again, on a deeper level, encounter those wounds, as uncomfortable as it may seem, but if they're there and if they're unhealed, so it's important to deal with them, to look at them and to heal them, to know who you are, what you deserve, what you value, what you honor, and what doesn't, together with you. What doesn't value you or your values, okay, has to go. And whatever is still within you in terms of wounds, look at it, take some time, feel the feelings, see how things might have been triggered. Seriously, you might get to see a deeper level of something, that an aspect, an angle, a level that you did not allow yourself to look at until now, okay? So now's the time. Having said that, we must not slip back, okay? Um, the energy is pulling us forward, like I've talked about, and I want you to stay on that track, okay? Don't let um, a bit of a pause that may be needed to heal and clear these feelings or these wounds, don't let that become a real setback, okay? Because that's the delicate line we're in at the moment, okay? And that's why I'm here today, to remind you not to slip back, okay? I want the follow-up, in fact, that the emphasis that I want to put on today, excuse me, is regarding your energy. When you move forward towards that which you are passionate about, that which you are guided, you are called to do, that which makes you feel alive, that which is your truth, you align with your higher self. You align with your higher purpose. You align with the truth of who you are, and that is power. It's energy, okay? And when you're in that energy, there is absolutely nothing more powerful than that, than being in your truth, okay? So the risk of all, I talked about all the challenges that have served you in bringing you back to yourself, to align with your higher path, to remember who you are. The risk is being knocked down and staying there, and that's not where you want to be, okay? And so at this point, there is a bit of a shaky territory, all right? There is, like I've mentioned, we are battered and torn is the expression I used. We are depleted. Obviously, we've been through a lot. To remind you that all of this has prepared us to fulfill our higher purpose, okay? We are here to evolve and to help others. And all that we have learned has prepared us to be compassionate, to be understanding of human nature, to be able to help and show the way, all right? If we had not learned and seen all kinds of disturbing things in the dark of human nature, we would not be able to be of service, all right? But we need to take care of our energy first, all right? Now, I need you to understand that every time you have fear and doubt, your energy, it's like you create holes in your aura, okay? In your energy field. So every time, I mean, it's okay to have a bit of a fear and a bit of a doubt. That comes with human experience. But if you delve there and if you let that conquer you, then you are creating these holes in your energy, okay? You're diminishing your real force, all right? Remember every time you do something that you really love. Remember every time you do something that makes you feel alive. that you feel passionate about, right? That feeling, that heightened vibration is your true power, because it is you aligning with your truth, all right? And now we have grown so conditioned and so accustomed, unfortunately, not to not believe ourselves, to not believe our path. Many of us have chosen paths that are against the norm. We have been divinely guided. We know what moves us. We know what we would like to let's say, ameliorate, okay, in this world, in the lives of others. And throughout all of history, all those who have been divinely guided to create change were against the norm. That's just how it is, okay? The norm is just a status quo, comfortable in a status quo, doesn't like challenges. Those who have been divinely guided to create change, it's above and beyond what their persona wants or doesn't want. It's their higher self that knows the truth and knows what they're here to do. And so it is uncomfortable, all right? And perhaps you have been doing small steps along the way and have been shut down, objected to, or you yourself feared. Now is the time, after all you've been through, after all you've learned about yourself, about who you truly are, beyond your fears, beyond your doubts, beyond the fears and doubts of everyone else, after what you may have learned about the world and about how we have been misguided, now is the time to move into your power and your divine purpose. I've talked a lot about that preparation, but what I'm trying to talk about now is that energy, okay? Remember that energy of being the truth of who you are. Disregard anything and anyone that tells you otherwise, okay? Everything that has come for you until now has strengthened you. You might have been already isolated in many ways, so you already know to live on your own socially and believe only in yourself and in your higher calling, in the divine's voice that is leading you. You have not come here to be a diluted version of yourself and just try and fit in. There is a bit of a contrast because many of us are empaths, and so we do not like confrontation. We like harmony, right? Okay, I have mentioned this before, and so for the sake of harmony, we have adapted to our surroundings and no more, okay? That doesn't mean that there needs to be conflict. There doesn't mean there doesn't need to be conflict, okay? We have also learned that there is no need for conflict. We respect everyone and we move forward anyway in our truth. because the price that we pay of not living in our truth is too high. You know, you're not going to finish your life here and say, well, I just didn't do it. I missed my call. No, it's not easy, okay? But you've been through the worst part of it. Now you have just a little bit more of pulling through a bit of mud. Why mud? Because there is a bit of a tug of war within you. We can call it your own doubts and fears, which is true. We can also call it certain energies that are interfering and that are pushing you more towards those doubts and fears, all right? Because there are certain energies that do not want us to fulfill our purpose, okay? So it doesn't matter. What matters is you with you, and you know, and I also have mentioned this, whatever comes in to attack us or put us down is only nourished by our own fears and doubts, okay? So your responsibility and your sole focus is you and your energy and overcoming your own mistrust. Okay, you have to trust yourself. How can you show the way if you don't trust yourself? Okay, there are others out there that need your guidance. It can be people, it can be animals, it can be anything and anyone, a cause. Something out there needs you, needs your energy, and needs your higher purpose, okay? So we are going through a bit of a transitional phase in which we are battling our own demons. We have been until now, but now there is a higher consciousness present. We are being asked to move in to a higher dimension, and part of us is slipping back and not sure and playing tug of war, you know, in a sense of at the risk, let's say, of falling back into our patterns. Okay, they've been with us for so long. They've been shielding us. So it's a bit startling and challenging to break through them. So you can move forward bit by bit. There is absolutely no need to go out there and shout at the rooftops, okay? Do baby steps. Use affirmations and mantras, anything that reminds you, you know, stickers all over your home, whatever does it for you, vision board, whatever reminds you of who you truly are and what you're here to do, okay? Another thing I recommend is HZ vibrational hertz, I think. Vibrational music, okay? You can find it all over YouTube. High vibrational music, of course, and find what you like, and it uplifts your energy immediately. It just really works. There are those that are designed Sorry, excuse me. There are those that are designed to soothe, to heal, to remove negativity, and there are those that are designed to uplift you. So see what works for you, but look them up because they immediately work. It's just an instant realignment, okay? See anything you know already by now that works for you, but create a support system for you within you, okay? Around you, all right? Don't look for support outside at this time. You may have friends that support you, and that's great, and you may not, and that's great too, because you're learning to support yourself and rely on yourself. And so I want you to focus on your energy. I want you to remember what it feels like to be aligned, because by now you have been, at least for certain moments of time, in your alignment. Try to remember the feeling, that sensation of your truth, of being in your truth. And when you are being guided to do something that's good for you, that's for your betterment, for your evolution, or for your service, or for your upliftment, and there's a voice inside you that says, no, I'm too tired, I'm too this, I'm too that, not today, it doesn't matter anyway, I mean, everyone has those, okay? Whatever they are, recognize them. Recognize those voices and shut them down. Don't let them hold you any longer in that diluted version of yourself. You are not here to just survive and just, no. You are here to move into your truth. You've waited so long. It's burning inside you. Don't let those voices conquer you. Let the truth and the voice of the divine and the voice of your higher self conquer. Okay? So this is my message for today. Energy. Be aligned with your truth and your higher self and path and the guidance of the divine. Meditate. If you can't meditate, just have certain pauses in which you realign, okay? Preferably in quiet, undisturbed, and just kind of remind yourself of the energy that you want to be in. And remember all that brings you back there, okay? You know by now what it is. It can be nature, it could be some kind of physical activity, it could be music, it could be anything. Just do what you need to do, all right? And if it's baby steps, it's okay. And if you take pauses and if you still need to heal, that's okay. And if you need to rest, that's more than okay, because we have been through a lot and we do need to rest more at this time. But keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, okay? And do something that you are guided to do that is connected with your higher purpose. And like I said, you may not know the complete picture of your higher purpose, that's okay. It's okay. Many of us are in this phase where we know the energy of it. We know a vague general idea of it. We don't know exactly. But if you do something towards that direction, or at least towards bettering yourself and your vibration, then the universe will respond and send you signs and people and situations, your soul tribe, that you will immediately understand that this is it. Okay? So do your bit. Just a little bit more to go. A little bit of muddy quicksand, a little bit, but just keep firm. Anchor yourself. Remember who you are and appreciate who you are. Take some time and look at all you've been through and all your convictions and how at the very least you do not let go of them. That's your light, okay? That's your light. So appreciate that. Appreciate your uniqueness and your unique voice and your unique light print, like I like to say, okay? Appreciate that. That will be needed. Remember, very soon the world, those that were asleep will come into some shocking disillusionments, let's say, and you will be part of those that will be needed and will be called to help with the chaos and help others find their way in this chaos and in this delusionment that you have been through these past years. It has all been preparation. So you cannot slip back now, okay? You are needed. So remember how it feels to be in your power, in the energy of being in your truth, and stay there. Don't slip back. Don't let fears and doubts conquer. Move forward in the truth of who you are. And as you push yourself forward and you maintain actions that anchor that, after a while you won't need to make any effort into maintaining that, because you will just already be in a higher dimension and you will fly freely in your true energy and power. Okay? I hope this helped someone out there. If you liked this content, this message, please like, and please let me know in the comments your experience and if this helps you and how it's going for you. Okay? Until next time, bye. Sending you much love.